So early on here at Black Lung, Round Lake Beach, when it was just me and James Meyer mostly brewing beer, my buddy, we started noticing weird things happening. Things that never happened when we were brewing over at Zoom Beer in Waukegan. And it was things like the flywheels, or the spinny guys coming off of the tri-clamp fittings, and a ball would twist off the end of our valve and just go rolling down the brew floor. And I can't tell you, we brewed for a year and a half at Zoom Beer, that never happened. Finally, we kind of put it together. The 1998 Chevy Silverado Black Lung truck was now parked full-time out next to the brewery. And that truck haunted my father-in-law the entire time he had it, with electrical problems and dying and just weird things happening, to the point where he bought another car and just let that one sit in his in his driveway. And you know, the truck was his, and at one point, you know, we inherited it, God rest his soul, when he passed away, and we didn't really know what to do with it, so we sold it. But then our friends put it back up for sale, and we bought it back because we wanted to have that in the family, because, you know, it was Dave's truck. And I thought, you know, we'll strip it down, fix it, make it nice again, and it'll be great. And I did, and it does a pretty good job, except for still has some electrical issues that I think we might have figured out. But the truck was now parked full-time here at the brewery, and the only thing we could surmise was that Dave was now haunting the truck, or wherever the hell the truck was parked, he was haunting it. So now that it's here at the brewery, he's haunting us. And now that we've taken it to Fox Lake and had it sit there for a few days here and there, now Dave's been to Fox Lake. And there's a grave at Fox Lake in our beer garden next to the water, Ethel. And now we think that they're buddies, and they're just kind of doing this to us. Thankfully, they're friendly ghosts, and it's only silly hauntings. Nothing too dramatic, except for sometimes you just get a little annoyed, and you're just like, damn it, Dave! Hey Rob, tell us about your experiences with the haunting of the brewery.
Yes. The haunting of the brewery. Dave, our resident ghost. I'll let Josh tell you who Dave is and why he's here. But I'll tell you one thing that always sticks in my mind. One night we were brewing, and we had sat down to dinner, and we're like, oh, we got to get the yeast out for the end of the brew. So went in the cooler, got this big bag of liquid yeast, and we put it over on the side. Like literally on the side. There's no way, it's just right there, just on the side, like putting it on this table. As we were eating dinner, while we were waiting for the next stage, we hear this giant slam. It's like, what the heck was that? We look back in the brewery, we didn't see anything. We go back to dinner. Then it comes time to finish up the brew, and then when it comes time to put in the yeast, we're like, where is it? It's missing. You put it right there, right? Yes, I did. It should be right there. And then we're like, oh, maybe it fell off the back of it. So we look. No, it's not down there. Well, where is it? And we're looking around, and then I noticed it is clear across underneath 3 other tanks. There is no reason for it to have fallen and then rolled, because it's a big bag of yeast. It's not going to go anywhere. It has been thrown. Apparently Dave was very upset with us that day.
Hey Aaron, so tell us your story about the haunting of Black Lung.
So you remember in Fox Lake, down in the basement, where it was wet, and I had to cut channels in the cement to wick the water away from the cold room.
I remember, but nobody else will know. So just explain it to them.
All right, so I was down there one day with my wet saw trying to cut channels in the cement. Something tapped me on the back, and I like freaked out. The saw got stuck. I'm like flipping around trying to figure out where this thing is that tapped me on the back. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was Ethel, right? And then the other day I was over there also working on the cold room. I was inside the cold room and I heard something slam. I think it was the door to the basement. I don't know who did it. Maybe it was Ethel again.
There's theories that Ethel and Dave are now in cahoots.
I believe it.
Over there.
Rolling.
So another ghostly incident I had was just recently. While I was here working, I was cleaning one of these giant fermenters. I was sitting there working. I didn't have any music on that day because just for some reason I wanted it quiet. And while I was waiting for the cycle to go, because there's about a 30-minute cycle where you just have to wait, I was just pacing around the brewery. And I heard a woman's voice go, "Hey." Froze me in my tracks. I got really cold. I'm starting to get goosebumps of thinking about it right now. And I just turned around. There was no one there. I went, okay, that was weird. Turned around and I heard the voice go, "Yes."
Oh, hell no!
Did not enjoy that. Did not enjoy that.
That's Ethel.
That's Ethel.
That's Ethel.
That's when you run out.
Yeah, right.
Here's an example of Dave messing with Aaron as he does a header into the door. Sometimes when you're in here alone, you just hear the ceiling moving. Like somebody's up there playing a football game or something. It seems like it's only when you're alone though. There's three of us here right now, not a single sound, and it is windy as can be outside. But if I was alone, you could bet it'd just be creaking. Creak! In Fox Lake, we have Ethel. There is a gravestone down by the water, right next to the water, right there. So now you know the story of the haunting of Black Lung. But not just Black Lung in Round Lake Beach, but Black Lung in Fox Lake also. Not one, but two haunted breweries. All thanks to a 1998 Chevy Silverado in not so perfect running order.